screen. I hope you are able to see my screen right now. So yeah, now what you need to do is you need to open Google Forms on any of your favorite browser. You can use Firefox or Google Chrome. It's all up to you. I'll close it and show you from the beginning. You have to go to docs.google.com slash forms docs.google.com slash forms. So what you do is you take a pen and paper and write everything down so that if you have any problem then you can take reference of it. So go to this link, and then what you need to do is here are many of the templates, but what you do is you don't need any templates here. You make it on your own everything. So you go and click this plus icon here which says blank, and as soon as you click here it will start a new form. As you can see, it's an untitled form. And what Google Forms is like, it's same like a form which you fill on a piece of paper. So this form is digital, made by Google, so that people can fill the form and you get the responses, and the responses are in a well shaped manner. Like you get it on your spreadsheet, you will get an Excel file. It's like very crafted. All the responses. For example, 30 students are given the test. You will get the response and the numbers and everything. So yeah, now let's begin. First thing first, we need to change this title, untitled form it says. So we need to change it. If for example you're taking a Hindi quiz or Hindi UT on it, so you have to replace it with Hindi, for example UT1. So it has been changed. It has been changed. And if you need to put a description on here, you can write down the description like the rules or anything, or you can leave it blank. It's all up to you. So now here we land on the main thing. You can now here you have to write down the questions which you will be asking. For example, you are asking 10 questions or 5 questions. So what you need to do here is you ask your question, like for example, here you have asked a question. So now what you do is, yeah, you write down the answers. For example, Rahul Modi. And now, as you have given four, these radio buttons are for like you can select only one out of them. So now you have to define a right answer. Like who is the Prime Minister of India? We all know it's Modi. So now what you need to do is you need to tell this. So to do so, what you need to do is you cannot tell it now because you have not done the in settings. So you have to do settings. Go to settings over here. You can see here this settings. You click on settings, then you go on general, click on collect emails, and you click on limit to one response, because if your student can also give it then 2 3 times. So if you want that they give it only one time, so click on limit it to one, so that they log in their Google account and they can only submit once. And then what you need to do is go to this quizzes, and you need to make it as a quiz because it's a general form before. So you make it a quiz. As soon as you turn this on, it will become a quiz. And yeah, here you click later after manual review, so that your students will not get to see their number. So you click on the manual collection review, so that you will be sharing their marks. After immediate submission they will not see. These are some fine-tuned settings. And then what you need to do is you go to presentation and click on shuffle question order, so that they cannot even do cheating. Like if they are friend and they are opening on the same time, questions will be jumbled up. It will be same, and the options also will be jumbled up. And then what you need to do is save it. You are done. And now you are getting an option, the answer key. You need to define the correct answer. As we were discussing, you need to select Modi's right answer. So click answer key, and then what you need to do, you click for example Modi. Okay, fine, it's right. answer. So when your student will be clicking on this option, then he will be granted 1 point or 2 point. It's all up to you how many points you need to give. If your, for example, UT is of 25 marks, so you plan accordingly, put insert that many questions and give points accordingly. And that's it. You click on done. You're done. And now again, if you need to make create a new question, because as of now we have only created one question, so click here, this little plus icon over here, and it says add question, and you click on add question. And then here what you need to do is you have to ask another question, as simple as that. And then here if you ask any question, it's all up to you. For example, capital of Saudi Arabia. So now you have to give four options. For example, you give Yambu, the Dammam, Riyadh, and one more you can give here. So now again the same thing you have to do. You have to click here on answer key, go to answer key and give it your desired point. I'm giving one for the demonstration purpose only. And then what you need to do, you have to click the for the right answer, Riyadh, and then that's it. You have to click done. And the same way you have to create the whole form. You have to like the plus icon, and then again you have to write the question and give four options. Then you have to click here the answer key, and if for example the question answer this one is the right, and done. So this is very simple. And one more thing, if you want to shift these things, like for example we forget to enter the name, because how will you come to know which student of you have filled have like given this test? So to do that you have to ask one more question. You click here, and after clicking here on this main on this top question, then you click again the plus icon here, and here what you need to do is click here and short answer, because you will be asking the name of your student. So name, then it will be a short answer, and your student can fill for example his name or her name here, and then it will come to a spreadsheet. So, and the one last final thing what you need is you need to put a header image which will be above this title in the unit test 1. Like as I have heard, you have been provided some kind of image of DPS Riyadh, and you are willing to put it on the top as it's on worksheet or the question paper. So what you need to do, you have to click on this color palette which says a customized theme. This thing you have to click, you can note it down, and here you have to click, and this is the theme color. This will only change the background. You can change it to green and all, because your logo is something like green. You can also change the background color also. And yeah, now the main thing comes, the header. So if you have the header of it, because as of now I have not downloaded it, but it's in the same shape as these templates. For example, I'm putting this one which is over here. So I click here, then you have to click insert, and if you have the file which has been given by a DPS Riyadh, then you have to go to browse, and you can browse it like which file you have, the PNG or image file which you want to insert. Then you have what you need to do, just click insert, that's it. It will take a couple of seconds and it will insert it. So now you have it ready. You have a image, a header file. It might be anything, or your DPS logo or something. Then it will say the title of it. Then it will ask the email address. This email address will be automatically collected as your student login into his or her account of Gmail. Then the name will be asked, and then these questions. And yeah, to see the preview, you can click here as before taking the print out to see the print preview, right? So you can see the preview of the form. You click here on the eyes, this thing, this icon, which looks like a eye. And when you click here, it will show the preview how your students or those who will be seeing this form or giving test on it, this will look like this. It will have this kind of UI. So now you need to publish it. So to so you have to click on send, simply on send. So when you click on send, then you go to this icon like a link. Then when you go here, you this is a very complex link. So to make it less complex, you need to click on short URL and it will short it down. And then you can click on copy or control C, anything. Then this link you can share on your WhatsApp group of your class or any way, like you can email your students or something, and then they will fill it. And I will show a demo also. For example, here email it, I'll put my email. Okay, fine. Then my name, Ayush. Yeah, Modi. It will not show the answer now because after the submission you will only get. Then here Riyadh, and here I have given something I don't remember. This is only for the demonstration. So when as soon as you click submit, okay, it has been submitted. So see, I have been given 2 out of 2 because my answers were right. And if you want to see the responses here, you can go. This is your panel where you have created the form. You can go here in the responses, and you will find everything over here. You can also create an Excel of it. Click on this thing, green icon, and create, and it will automatically open here. So for example, like 25 students have given the UT. So you will get an Excel sheet. You can also go to file. After going to file, you can download it as Excel. So it will be available for the offline here. And yeah, and one more thing, if you have any like confusion or anything, like after if you close it, then where it is, need not to panic. You need to open your browser again. You need to go to Google Drive. So this is the thing on which your Google form is stored, and everything like your all the Excel files which we have created now is stored. Yeah, Drive. Or you can write down this link, drive.google.com. Then after going here, you can see the form which you have created. If you want to edit it, you click here, double tap it, it will open, and you can see the responses over here. And if you want the Excel file, this Excel file is integrated, like as soon as they post their responses, you will get it. You double click it and it will be updated. For example, Ramesh from your class, he have submitted it, you will get the timestamp also. So if you have time limit like of 30 minutes, so and if they have not given the response in 30 minutes, you can discard it. You will not they will not get the number, or it's all up to you what rules you have or not. So that's it, and it's very simple. And thank you, it's my pleasure to take this webinar, and I hope you're familiar with Google Forms. So that's it. Thank you very much.